Hey, what's up everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another prediction video. This week I'm going to be breaking down UFC on ABC3 or UFC New Jersey, Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez. It's going to be a pretty good fight card. It's got some actually pretty good fights, but it's kind of hard to bet, man. It's kind of hard to find some good betting spots on this, but we're still going to do it. We're going to do a quick recap of UFC Vegas 58, then we'll get right into this breakdown video. UFC Vegas 58, I went 3-2 on my bets for plus 0.85 units. My three winning bets, I had Kennedy and Jokowu, 1.75 units to win 1.75 units, and that was an easy win, man. He really beat up Carl Robertson. I was pretty happy about that. Second winning bet was Jamie Mullarkey, 3.6 units to win 1.5 units, and man, that was a close fight. It was a crazy fight. I think what the judges are doing these days, they're just scoring whoever wins the last minute of each round. Because Jamie Mullarkey in the first round got dropped, was kind of getting beat up by Michael Johnson, then came back strong in that last minute, dropped Michael Johnson, and hit him with some good shots. And I think that's what stole the round through them judges. And then obviously he won the second. But it was a close fight, man. It could have went either way. Happy finally one went my way. So my third winning bet was Caio Barallo, 2.25 units to win 1.5 units. And man, he dominated Armen Petrosyan. It was a boring fight, kind of, you know, but he dominated him. He did what he had to do. Two losing bets. My first losing bet was Tresean Gore, 2.1 units to win 2. And man, I thought he had that. Once he got taken down right away, got up, and Brundage stopped even shooting for takedowns, and Gore was hitting him with some solid leg kicks, some solid punches, man, and then just threw a naked leg kick, man, and got caught. He was sideways. He didn't have no base, got caught, dropped, and then finished, man, and that sucked because I really thought he was going to win that fight. Second losing bet was Ricky Turcios, 1.8 units to win 1. And man, I thought he was going to fight a lot better than that, a lot more aggressive. He was fighting like the male Caitlin Chukagian, just throwing kicks into the air and Hayan with it and hoping that was going to get the win, and not even close. So yeah, 3-2 plus 0.85 units. My units are $100, so I did win $85, and I will take that. That brings my official bets record to 121.85 for plus 44.05 units. As I said, my units are $100, so I'm up $4,405, and we're going to add on to it this week. Everybody, that's 2 weeks in a row. We're back on a winning streak after the judges got us 3 weeks ago. So everybody, please, right now, man, take the time to like and subscribe to this. Hit the bell notification. You'll get these early videos. I drop them early Sunday. We're going to be doing some more lives coming up. Pre-fight, right before the fight starts. We did one this weekend. It was awesome. We had a great time. We'll be doing them again. We'll figure that out. We'll be live, I'm pretty sure, Wednesday night on Johnny K Picks channel, so everybody look for that. And everybody follow me on Instagram at Blood Money MMA Bets, and that's where you'll get all my betting slips for every bet I put in. Fight number 1 on UFC New Jersey. We have Jessica Penne versus Emily Ducote in women's flyweight. Jessica Penne is 14-5, currently sitting at plus 115. Emily Ducote is 11-6, currently sitting at minus 145. And yeah, man, I'm gonna take Jessica Penne. Jessica Penne, she has decent boxing. She has adequate striking when she's standing. She has pretty good straight punches, can throw in combos. But I really like her grappling. She has really good grappling, decent takedown. She's good at taking the back and backpacking. She's got really good BJJ when she does take the back, because she was able to armbar Karolina Kowalski in the first round, and you seen she still has it, man. Carolina looked good in her last fight, so Jessica Penne has been looking good, and she has the win over Lupita Godinez, which is aging really well. I mean, it was a weird fight, but still aging well because Lupita's a beast. But yeah, man, she's just really good at rear naked chokes and arm bars. And Emily Ducote, she's got good striking. She's got good technical striking, really fast hands. She's got good power in her right hand and her right head kick, and they're pretty fast. But her striking's really good, really technical, but her ground game ain't bad. She's never been submitted, but I just think Jessica Penne coming in with a 3-inch size advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage will be able to hang with Ducote in the striking, not get finished, and then Penne will be able to land some takedowns, take her back. She may get a finish, I'm not sure, but yeah, I like Penne. Penne's fought way better competition. Ducote had 3 losses in a row in Bellator, like flunked out of Bellator, has a couple wins over low-level competition in a row lately. Not the worst competition, but Jessica Penne, man, she's just been fighting in the UFC. She's fought the best of the best girls in the UFC, and I'm definitely taking her with size, skill, everything. Fight number 2 was actually canceled. Fight number 2, next fight is Dwight Grant versus Dustin Stoltzfus in the men's middleweight division. Dwight Grant's 11-5, currently sitting at minus 160. Dustin Stoltzfus Stoltzfus is 13-4, currently sitting at plus 130. This is a tough fight to figure out, man. Dwight Grant's going up in weight to 185. He usually fights at 170. He's going up to 185, so he's used to having a height and a reach advantage at 170, but here he's only going to have 1 inch of height and 1.5 inches of reach, which is low for him. You know, Dwight Grant, good boxing. He really only boxes. He throws with power. It's like weird shots, but he doesn't wrestle. He has pretty decent defensive wrestling, but he just boxes. He's low output, and he's got decent power. Dustin Stoltzfus, I'm going to actually be picking him in this fight because he's a natural 185er. He's got decent striking himself. He's got pretty good wrestling and pretty good jiu-jitsu, which I think he's going to use in this fight. Pretty good scrambles. You've seen against Misha, he was able to hold his own. He was actually winning for, a little over 2 rounds against Misha before he was finished in the third, and that's the only knock I got on him. He kind of gasses out a little bit in the third, but Dwight Grant gasses too, and honestly I think Dwight Grant ain't gonna look that great at 185, and as a favorite I just don't see it, man. I don't think he knocks Stoltzfus out. Stoltzfus is pretty tough. He has tough fights with a lot of people. He had a tough fight with Kyle Dawkins. I'm going to take Stoltzfus by decision, man. I think that he's going to use some grappling in this. I think he's going to be naturally bigger, and I'm going to take him by decision, but no bet on it. Next fight's in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Dustin Jacoby versus Un Jung. Dustin Jacoby's 17-5-1, currently sitting at minus 145. Un Jung is 15-2-1, currently sitting at plus 115. And man, this is going to be a really good fight. You know, Dustin Jacoby, great kickboxing, really good leg kicks, really good boxing, good movement. And like I said, I really like his leg kicks. But he's got a nice clinch. He's got some good knees and elbows out of the clinch. But so does Un Jung, man. And that's why in this fight, I'm actually going to take Un Jung. I think he has more ways to win. Un Jung has a really good judo. He has good ground and pound. You've seen him against William Knight. He's used it in a couple fights. You've seen he has really good elbows in the clinch. He was able to stop Kennedy and Joku really quick. And you've seen Kennedy's a good fighter. But yeah, man, I think that Un Jung is going to be able to hang with the stand-up. He's got pretty good boxing himself, man. Pretty good striking with power. He's got good cardio. And like I said, I think he's going to have the grappling advantage. And in this fight, I think Dustin Jacoby is going to look good in that first round. He usually does. He's got nice leg kicks and stuff. But I think Un Jung is going to be able to hang with him the whole first round, maybe even beat him up a little bit. And when Jacoby starts slowing down and Jung can get some clinches, get some takedowns, I think he's going to be able to beat up Jacoby. And we've seen Jacoby get dropped in fights too against Kutalaba, Maxine Grisham. A lot of people actually thought he lost the Maxine Grisham fight. The Kutalaba fight was really close. He just had that crazy tough fight with Mikhail Olenjacek. I like Jacoby, but I don't think he's that good. And I think Un Jung is really good, man. And Un Jung's actually going to be bigger than Jacoby. He's 1 inch of height and a half an inch of reach. And yeah, man, I think Un Jung's able to get this to the ground at some point, use some really nice elbows, some ground control, and I'm going to take him by decision. And he's actually the only bet I have in right now. I have 2 units to win 2.5 units. I got him at plus 125, man. And yeah, man, this fight should be a pick'em, or I think Un Jung should actually be the favorite because he's actually the more well-rounded mixed martial artist. And I did have another bet on Philip Rowe against Nurmagomedov, but that fight's canceled. But I liked Rowe as an underdog in that fight. Next fight, we have Herbert Burns versus Bill Algeo. This is a replacement fight too. Herbert Burns was supposed to fight Kusan Ashkabov, and he pulled out. And then Bill Algeo, he was supposed to fight Billy Quarantino, and he had to pull out. So they matched these guys together, which is going to be a good fight. Herbert Burns is 11-3, currently sitting at plus 145. Bill Algeo is 15-6, currently sitting at minus 170. And Herbert Burns, man, you know him, great jiu-jitsu, pretty good wrestling, decent striking. He has that decent knee in the clinch like you've seen over Land War. But he has very slick submissions and transitions on the ground. And I think he's going to be able to get this fight to the ground in the first round. And uses jiu-jitsu. But Bill Algeo, man, this guy's a really wiry, really scrambly, and I really like it, man. He's got good striking, really good output, really good volume, really long and tall. He's 6 foot with a 73.5 inch reach, where Herbert Burns is only 5'9". He actually has a 0.5 inch reach advantage, but Bill Algeo is going to have 3 inches of height. Bill Algeo has terrible takedown defense in that first round and a half, but then once the guys start tiring out, man, he starts shutting that down, and he's really good on top too when he starts shutting that down, like against Brito. He's had a couple good fights, and I just really think that he's going to be able to survive that first round. I believe Burns will get him down, throw some submissions at him, and I think Algeo is going to be able to survive that. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu himself. Survive that, and then be able to start taking over in that second and third, because Burns tends to gas out a little bit, man. He slowed down really bad against Daniel Pineda. and took a beating before he was finished in that second. And I could see Bill Algeo being able to get on top in the second round and start, you know, hitting some elbows and that. And anytime it's standing, I got to favor Bill Algeo. So I'm going to actually take Bill Algeo. I'm going to take him by decision. It's going to be a grimy fight. It's a lot of hard spots to find on this card, and I kind of want to bet Bill Algeo, but then, man, I could also see him coming out and Herbert Burns just submitting him in that first round like he does to people. So we'll see where that line goes. I see people's been betting on Algeo. It's been going up. He was minus like 150, now he's like minus 170, so we'll see where that goes. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Ricky Simone versus Jack Shore. Ricky Simone is 19-3, currently sitting at plus 145. Jack Shore is 16-0, currently sitting at minus 170. And man, this is a really good fight. This is going to be one of the best fights in the card, in my opinion. Both these dudes are super skilled, super well-rounded. Ricky Simone, you know him, great wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, good ground and pound, good striking too. He can be caught though. Sometimes he can be a little lazy and be hit. But he's got excellent chain wrestling, excellent cardio, super tough, and he's fought some really tough competition. He's got a win over Merab Dvalishvili, some really good wins, man. And the dude's just really, really good. But he in this fight, he's going to probably need to grapple because Jack Shore, he's got really good striking. Jack Shore's got good wrestling, and he's got good jiu-jitsu himself. I really like his jiu-jitsu. It's slick, man. Good transitions. He's got really good sweeps because you've seen in the Timur Valiev fight, Timur Valiev was able to take him down a couple times, but he was able to sweep him and get right back up. Really nice clinch with clinch strikes and takedowns. He's got really good sweeps and reversals, like I said, and he's got really good cardio. Dude's really tough. He's really well-rounded. That's why he's 16-0, and he's big for the division. He's usually got a pretty big size advantage. He's got 2 inches of height advantage here and 1 inch of reach, which ain't that big. All the money has been coming in on Shore all week. This was kind of like a pick'em fight. Now he's minus 170. And to be honest, man, I'm actually going to be going against, I'm sure, a lot of people. I don't know because nobody has their breakdowns out yet. But, man, I'm going to take Ricky Simone because I rewatched that Shore Timur Valiev fight, and I actually thought Timur Valiev won that fight. Like, I thought he won the first and second rounds. It was close, but it just seemed like Timur was doing more, and he was landing some takedowns. The second round was really close, but I just feel like Ricky Simone's better than Timur Valiev. He's going to be a little bigger than Timur. Timur is always really small. He's going to have really, really good wrestling, and I think he's got better jiu-jitsu than Timur. I think he'll actually be able to hold Jack Shore down, and I think he has more power than Timur in the striking. I don't know if they both kind of got bad striking defense, but so Ricky Simone's going to have to play his defense tight, but man, if he can not get dropped like Timur did a couple times in that third, I think Ricky Simone can grind out a win here. I think he can land the takedowns. I think he's actually going to be able to hold Shore down, and man, I think that he can take a real grimy decision. Ricky Simone's no joke, and this is kind of a step up in class for Jack Shore for sure, because he's fighting, you know, the Timur Valievs, the Hunter Azurs, another Hernandez dude, people you haven't heard of, and now you're fighting Ricky Simone, man, and this guy has been in there with the best of the best, and he's really a legit guy. So yeah, man, I'm gonna wait to see where this line goes. If Ricky Simone gets up to like plus 200 or something, I'll probably have to take a stab on him, but I think this fight should be 50-50, a pick'em fight, because really both these dudes are really really skilled, man. Next fight is in the men's middleweight division. We got Punahele Soriano versus Dalcha Lungiambula. Punahele is 8-2, currently sitting at minus 270. Dalcha Lungiambula is 11-4, currently sitting at plus 230. And man, I'm going to take Puna in this fight. Puna, I think, is going to be the faster striker, have more power in the striking. He's got good wrestling. He don't use it offensively, but he does have good defensive wrestling, just in case Dalcha wants to do that. But yeah, man, Dalcha, he's good too. He's got good power striking. He's got decent grappling and stuff, but I don't think he's going to be able to use it in this fight. He's got really good power in his right hand. But man, he's super fast and explosive, but obviously he's got terrible fight IQ. You seen what he did against Brundage last fight when he pretty much had him almost finished, and then he went for the takedown, got choked out. But he is super fast and super explosive, so Punahele's going to have to watch himself. But I just like Punahele's hands better. I think Punahele has faster hands and has a little bit more power in them hands, so I think that he's going to land the harder shots. Both of these guys tend to slow down after, you know, the middle of that second round, so I don't really see either one gassing out being a problem, because I think they'll both slow down. But I do take Punahele to be he's going to be a little bigger. He's 3 inches taller. He's actually going to have a 3-inch reach disadvantage. But yeah, man, I like his movement. I like his boxing. I like his aggression. I like his power. So give me Punahele, but I'm not betting that, man. That line's way huge and way off. I mean, this could be a really good fight, especially since it's just going to be a striking match. So I don't know, man. That line seems off. Next fight, women's flyweight division. We have Lauren Murphy currently sitting at 15-5 at plus 145. Misha Tate 19-8 currently sitting at minus 170. And this is going to be a good fight. Misha Tate's dropping down from bantamweight down to flyweight, and I think she's going to look really good at flyweight, man. Lauren Murphy's 38-year-old flyweight. Misha Tate's 35, but Misha Tate has less damage in my opinion. Lauren Murphy, well-rounded fighter. Good striking. She's slow and kind of throws weird strikes though. She's got a pretty good takedown defense. She's really physically strong for 125, but like I said, Misha coming down from 135 fighting people like Ronda Rousey. Her last fight, Ketlin Vieira, is huge, so she'll be able to deal with the strength. But she's very meat and potatoes fighter with good cardio, man. But in this fight, I think that Misha Tate's going to be able to piece her up. Misha Tate, her striking looks good since it's been back. She fought the one school teacher that retired, or gym teacher, I'll think of her name in a second. I think it's Valerie something like that. And Marion Renault, that's who it was. And then she didn't look bad against Ketlin Vieira, but Ketlin Vieira was a lot taller. But Misha's strikings look better since she's came back. She's always had good wrestling and good grappling, and I think she's going to be able to use that in this fight. I think she's going to have better striking. I think she's going to have better wrestling and grappling than Lauren Murphy too. I'm not sure if she gets the finish, but I'm going to take Misha Tate by decision, and I'm actually planning on betting her. I'm gonna lay something on her. I do think she wins this fight pretty easy. She's actually going to have a 1-inch height advantage, and like a 1-inch disadvantage, but reach disadvantage. But like I said, she's going to be thicker and bigger and used to fighting bigger girls. So I'm definitely taking Misha Tate, and she might be able to do some things at 125. You never know. Next fight is in the men's featherweight division, 145. We got Shane Burgos versus Charles Jourdain. Shane Burgos 14-3, currently sitting at minus 185. Charles Jourdain's 13-4-1, currently sitting at plus 160. And man, this is going to be a banger. I cannot wait to watch this fight. I know Burgos is a decent sized favorite, and I know Jourdain's good, and but I'm gonna take Burgos, man. His boxing is excellent. He's really long. He's gonna have 2 inches of height here, but he's gonna have 6.5 inches of reach. He kind of doesn't use his reach the best because he likes to pressure guys and be right in their face, fighting a phone booth. But man, he's really good, and his pressure style is gonna be excellent for this. But Burgos has excellent boxing, good takedown defense, good get up game. He doesn't really use his offensively. He has excellent power in his leg and calf kicks, man. Really good. You've seen him beat up Billy Quarantillo with that. The dude throws a lot of volume, super tough, super aggressive, always in your face, man, and really starts taking over usually later in the fights because he likes to throw to the body too. That's what I really like. He has really good hooks to the body, and just super aggressive, man, super tough, willing to take a punch to give you 1 or 2. But that's what he usually does, man. Beats guys up with volumes over fights, and that's why I'm going to take him in this fight, because Charles Jourdain is awesome. Great striking, super aggressive. But I rewatched the Jourdain versus Julian Erosa fight, man, and that's what I see kind of happening in this. Julian Erosa was taller and longer and put a pace on Jourdain, man, and was just beating him up with the boxing, constantly backing him up. And Jourdain's nowhere near as good backing up, striking as he is coming forward. Jourdain's got really nice kickboxing though, man. The dude is pretty good. Offensive and defensive grappling. You've seen that last win against Lando Venata, hit him in that guillotine, choked the pants off him. He's got a lot of forward pressure and volume himself, but I don't think he's going to be able to come forward in this fight and use a lot of his weapons. He's very explosive out of either stance. He's got very powerful leg and head kicks himself. So this is going to be an explosive striking war. But I expect Burgos, man, just being a bigger dude and stuff, being able to land all that volume like he really does and start taking over. I don't know if he gets the finish in the third like Erosa does, because he really don't go for submissions like Erosa does and takedowns. But I expect him to beat Jourdain down. I expect it to be a great fight back and forth, but I expect by the third that Burgos has established a clear advantage and gets a clear victory here. So I'm going to take Burgos by decision. I'm wanting to bet him. He was minus like 210. Now he's minus 185. So I'll see where that line goes, because I can see why people's betting on Jourdain at a big underdog, because he definitely has a shot. But man, Burgos is so tough and big, man. I definitely got to take Burgos. Next fight is in the men's flyweight division. We got Matt Schnell versus Sumudaerji. Matt Schnell is 15-7, currently sitting at plus 215. Sumudaerji is 16-4, currently sitting at minus 255. 1 second. Excuse me. So Matt Schnell, man, he just fought and got choked out by Brandon Royval. It was a crazy fight. The first, 1 minute and a half of that fight was crazy. Schnell dropped Royval, went in, tried to get a submission himself, was reversed, and ended up being submitted himself. But, man, this dude's good. He's very dangerous. Fast hands, good technical striking. He throws with decent power, but he's really accurate. He can find the chin. That's what he did with Royval to drop him. Very opportunistic BJJ with excellent triangle choke. He hit 2 of them in a row in the UFC, maybe about like 5 fights ago maybe. Wasn't over the best competition. What was the one guy's name? I'll think of him, but it wasn't the best guys. I think it was Louis Smoka and the other guy, I'll figure it out. But yeah, man, really pretty good striking, man. Like I said, pretty technical. This dude's been fighting for a long time, but he can be drawn into striking wars and get hurt because his chin is not the best. He kind of does have a suspect chin. Like I said, he has really good jiu-jitsu, but he doesn't have the best wrestling, and he really doesn't ever try to use it that much. He has a questionable chin. He's been finished 6 times, including on The Ultimate Fighter, so you got to watch that. He's not the most durable guy. Sumudaerji, on the other hand, 16-4, man. This guy has excellent striking, really long striking, and he really uses that length. Like he hits you on the end of his shots. He uses his striking range really well. They're the same height. He's going to have a 2-inch reach here, but he's got really fast leg and calf kicks, man. This dude used them a lot against Zaruk. He impressed me with them leg kicks. And like I said, this is all from range, so he's getting in and not getting hit and then hitting them. Really tall and long, uses it perfectly. Punches are straight and fast with power. Really good at throwing a calf kick and then a 1-2. When the guy's trying to retaliate from the calf kick, he hits him with the 1-2 real quick. I really like that. Dude has suspect takedown defense, and it hasn't been really nobody's tried it. Nobody's really had the chance. Zaruk Adeshev wasn't going to try it last fight. Malcolm Gordon was knocked out real quick, wasn't able to try it. And Andre Sukumtal, worst fight IQ in the history of MMA, right behind Sean Strickland. So he obviously wasn't going to try it. But Matt Schnell may try it, and if Matt Schnell can get it to the ground, he has a chance to hit a submission. Sumudaerji 16-4. All 4 of his losses are by sub. That's another thing. Matt Schnell, 10 of his last 13 wins are by stoppage, and he's been finished in 5 of his 7 losses. So this guy, man, he's a killer be kill guy for the most part, and usually in the first round. Sumudaerji has finished 14 of 16 wins, and he's been finished in all 4 of his losses. So I'm going to be betting the under on this. I want to see what the line is when it comes out, and I'm going to be betting the under. I hope you get the 2.5 rounds, and I'm betting the under. These dudes are going to come out and they're going to be banging, and I think either Matt Schnell gets a club and sub or Sumudaerji gets the TKO. So yeah, man. But yeah, I'm gonna take Sumudaerji by 2nd round KO. But yeah, I'll be looking at the under in that. Next fight's in the men's welterweight division. We got Jingliang versus Muslim Salikov. Jingliang is 18-7, currently sitting at plus 145. Muslim Salikov's 18-2, currently sitting at minus 170. Jingliang, man, this dude's pretty well rounded. He's got pretty good striking, decent wrestling, pretty good clinch, and he's got okay jiu-jitsu. Didn't look good in his last fight against Kamza. I don't believe he's fought since then. But decent offensive and defensive grappling. Pretty good movement and striking. Nice check left hook with power. You see when he knocked out Ponzinibbio Santiago with that. He also was able to hurt Elizeu dos Santos with that a couple times and get the finish. He likes to dart in with his punches and combos. He can be kind of low output though. Likes to counter, but very tough with really good cardio. He can be wrestled and held down, but he's not gonna worry about that in this fight with Muslim Salikov, the king of Kung Fu. But yeah, man, I like Muslim Salikov. The only thing I don't like is he's 38 years old. He's got really good unorthodox striking. King of Kung Fu, man, throws a lot of crazy kicks, does a lot of movements, darts in with his boxing. Almost like a Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, but just a little different. He's maybe not as athletic, but he's got really fast body and head kicks. He throws a lot of kicks, but he has really good hands too. But yeah, man, he can hurt you with head kicks, body kicks, leg kicks. Really nice spin kicks to the body and the head, man. This dude's really dangerous. I really like his striking. He had a tough fight with Elizeu dos Santos, was able to get the win. Had a tough fight with Francisco Trinaldo, was able to get the win. So he's got some really good wins, man. Really nice leg kicks. He likes to kick more than punch, like I said, but he's really fast and explosive. And when he does attack, because he can be low output too, but when he does attack, darts in, hits you with big shots, very explosive, has a lot of finishes in his career. Another thing, Jingliang has never been knocked out, so I don't see Muslim getting the knockout here, but I do see Muslim getting the win. But, man, this is probably going to be a really good, tough fight. But I'm going to take Muslim to get the win. No bets on this fight. I'm going to see. I'll see what the lines come out as, over-unders and all that. Next fight's in the women's flyweight division. We got Michelle Waterson versus Amanda Lemos. Michelle Waterson's 18-9, currently sitting at plus 275. Amanda Lemos 11-2-1, currently sitting at minus 350. And Michelle Waterson, man, she's a really well-rounded MMA fighter. I don't know what happened. She was supposed to fight Amanda Ribas on the Columbus card that I was at, and then she got hurt and ended up not fighting. And I read an article back then that said that it was like maybe a career-ending injury because she's a little older. She's 36 years old now. But she's back fighting right now against a beast in Amanda Lemos, man. But Michelle Waterson, the karate hottie, good karate, good striking, decent wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, but she's not the most powerful girl. She kind of has trouble getting it there usually. But nice leg kicks, excellent push kicks, body kicks, and head kicks. She's another one of these karate type fighters that likes to throw more kicks than punches, but she's really good at it, man. She's really flexible, she's really agile, and she's good at kicking with both legs. Good grappling, good at taking the back. She can backpack you all around. Really defensively sound, standing up, and she's got good cardio, and she's super tough, so she's a good, well-rounded fighter. That's why she's been in the game so long. But she's pretty harmless. Her last 8 fights have gone to decision, so she's super durable, and she's, she's not really hurting people, finishing people. Amanda Lemos, on the other hand, is a really good striker with super good power. Really good technical striking, really good front kick up the middle. You've seen her hit Angela Hill with that, drop her and hurt her real bad. She's got good wrestling in BJJ, really good jab, really good stiff jab. She was actually piecing up Jessica Andrade before she got caught in that standing arm triangle. But KO power in that right hand for sure. Like I said, front fast kick up the middle with her right leg with KO power, man. If she throws it quick and fast, and she throws it a lot, so maybe she's able to hit that here. But she's very, very fast and explosive. But that also causes her to slow down. It seems like everything she throws is with power and explosion, and it seems like she kind of slows down in the middle of that second round. But I still really like her in this fight. Like I said, Michelle Waterson's getting older. She's coming off some type of injury, and I just like Lemos to be a way, way more better power technical striker at this stage in their careers. They're both about the same age, to be honest, but Lemos has way less damage. She only has 13 fights compared to Michelle Waterson's 27. So give me Lemos. I'm going to take her by decision, probably a grimy decision. If she starts to slow down, Waterson could start putting a beating on her in the third, but I don't see Waterson finishing her at all. Like I said, last 8 fights have gone to decision, so I guess we're going to have to look at the decision prop there. Last fight is in the men's, is the main event. We got the men's featherweight division. We got Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez. Brian Ortega's 15-2, currently sitting at minus 160. Yair Rodriguez is 13-3, currently sitting at plus 140. And this is going to be a scrap. Obviously, probably going to be the best fight on the card. And yeah, man, Brian Ortega, world-class BJJ, decent wrestling. Doesn't really use his wrestling to get the BJJs. BJJ's more like club and subs, but world-class BJJ, decent wrestling, but he has really good striking, really, really good boxing. He doesn't throw too many leg kicks, but when he does, he has good power in his leg kicks. But really good boxing, man, really fast hands. He's got nice step in and lead elbows. Just really well-rounded fighter. He's good at switching stances too and keeping a really nice jab out of either stance. I really like that. When he switches to the southpaw stance, he's got a really nice overhand left with some good power. He kept hitting the Korean Zombie with that. And like I said, man, if he does get this fight to the ground, Yair's good on the ground though. Yair's not a fish out of water on the ground, so I expect him to be able to hang there. But yeah, man, very dangerous, man. Ortega can beat you up standing up. He can get you on the ground and submit you. So the dude is very, very dangerous, but he's very, very hittable. It seems like he wears down really bad with damage. You've seen it in the Volkanovski fight, in the Max Holloway fight. Really strong in the first 2-3 rounds, but and it's going back and forth. But once he keeps taking damage, it seems like it mounts on him, and it ends up slowing him down, and he kind of just keeps taking damage and is out of the fight a little bit. And man, I could see that happening here. I really kind of like Yair in this fight, man, because he has a more diverse striking. He has good defensive and offensive wrestling, and he has good ground game. But he throws a lot more kicks than Brian. He has really good boxing. Like, he's going to be able to box with Brian. You've seen it in Max Holloway fight. You've seen it in any of Yair's fights, man. The dude has good boxing, but he also has really, really good kicks. And spinning attacks, head kicks, question mark kicks, front kicks, T kicks, really good kicks. The only thing, he throws a lot of power with his shots, and it seemed like he slowed down against Max Holloway by like the middle of the second or third round, beginning of the third, but he fought through it the whole time and fought tough as hell, man. And I don't think that Brian Ortega is going to be putting the pace on Yair like Max was. Max was taking what Yair had to offer and then just keep coming forward. Where in this fight, man, I think that he's going to be able to actually box with Ortega and put a beating on Ortega standing up, to be honest. Like, I think them first couple rounds could be close, but Yair has really, really, really good leg kicks too. Go watch the Yair versus Max fight, man. He was beating him up with leg kicks really bad in the first round. Probably hit him with 12, 13 leg kicks. And I think that he can beat Ortega up with them leg kicks, slow him down, and he might be able to land a big shot, but Ortega's never been finished. Ortega is super tough, but I'm actually going to take the underdog here. I'm going to take Yair Rodriguez by decision. I'm going to say that this is going to be a striking match for 90% of the fight. And I'm going to say that Yair is a better striker than Brian Ortega, man. He has way more weapons. So and he's super tough too. They're both super tough. But yeah, man, give me Yair, and I hope the line keeps going up because maybe I end up betting him. We'll see. But that's the fight card, man. Like I said, we had the Philip Rowe card. Fight get canceled. We've actually had a lot of fights get canceled. We had like 2 or 3 other fights. Like I said, they made another fight out of 2 canceled fights. So yeah, man, maybe we get some more fights. We'll talk about that with Johnny on the live show. Thank you, everybody, again for watching. I tried to make this show a little shorter, so everybody keep everybody's attention span, man. So I got it down about 7 minutes from usual. But appreciate everybody coming, man. Like I said, we're on a two-week winning streak, and we're about to take it to 3, 4, and then 5. So thanks, everybody. Everybody, right now, if you already haven't, please like and subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram at Blood Money MMA Bets, and look out for me and Johnny K Picks to have our live show this week on Wednesday. See you guys later.